Even on a bad day, when things get ugly,
Yeah, and I look and
life's
there's
still
Dan's again.
beautiful.
Jamie drove me over there. I got up. He was packed, man, and I got up. I didn't meet you to be nice, and I could tell Dan was enjoying it. And he come up and talked to me after. Yeah. And he said, you couldn't have been very far. And I didn't win. Barbara the guy that won first,
Nuts and bolts, don'ts and do's,
he did some
punchlines and the
about
jokes.
dying and all this stuff. It was beautiful, but he had been, I mean, he'd had a publishing deal. And he brought he brought like 15 people with him. Me and Jamie.
Don'ts and
I
do's,
mean, I had two people that come to watch.
punchlines and the jokes, the bigs and the
I
littles,
got up there.
shorts and
I
talls.
was like, maybe I'm going to tell the story behind the song a little bit before
All
I
the
go.
colors, yes,
I was just- I was scared.
life's still.
I've been taking this allergy medicine. I'm just like it's like I took Benadryl last night, 24-hour kind of Benadryl type thing, whatever it is, and I don't give a crap about it. Here's a song. If you like it,
You want it?
great. If you don't, suck it. I never say that word, and I've told somebody 2 times today. So.
That is pretty funny.
And I never say that. My God, just suck it.
Oh my gosh.
But Ralston gets that, he's always been like, and I get it, until you get up and play, you can go to writers' rounds and hangouts and stuff, because I used to do that a long time ago and was way nervous to get up and play because my abilities were so bad. Don't play great guitar, and all that. And,
But you didn't sound like that.
yeah, but until you get up and you can go to the songwriter hangouts and you can know that, but if you don't get up on the stage and play, you're not considered one of the people. So I'm glad he's doing it.
Right.
So
He was wanting to at Key West, and I'm like, honey, we've got 12 to 4 during the day books. A pretty decent stage.
yeah,
I think he ended up going to Island Dogs like late at night.
Yeah.
I think he ended up doing that. I was like, we don't have the spots that probably.
he's pretty funny. It's pretty funny when he does it.
Yeah.
He uses some clever rhymes and some. There's a song me, him, and Ariana Lyris wrote, and it was like our opening line was, "You ever been to a funeral and like they're talking about the dead person? You're like, who is this person? Because they were not that nice.
Right. Somebody totally different.
Who are you talking about? It's like you hear all these lies, but girl, let me tell you, when I tell you I love you, it's the truth."
Oh, wow.
And it was okay. I mean, but Rawson was like, "We need to put something about turn you into an amnesiac." I'm like, an amnesiac? I was like, yeah, it's a different way of saying I'm going to make you forget all these other guys. Like, I'm going to turn you into an amnesiac. And I thought it was so.
You wanted to use that word.
I know, but I thought it was like, this is not Rawson. We're not going to. He got up and went to the bathroom. It was on a Zoom. And I told Ariana, I said, amnesiac. And she was like, yeah. But then we got to fooling around with it and stuff. And I was like, I actually like that. And we wound up using it. And I've never played it out or anything. But he submitted it for a song evaluation. And the person commented on it and said they loved that rhyme.
Oh, wow. Right.
Well,
Well. It's about that time.
here we are.
Here it is. I hated it when Jamie had to cancel for Bourbon Breakdown when y'all were going to come play.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. There'll be another one.
There will be. There will be. That's a really cool spot.
It is a cool place. How you doing? Good.
Everybody will gravitate to one side of the room. That big table right there is typically always empty. And then sometimes, like in the middle of the night, it'll all of a sudden just fill up out of nowhere. It's weird.
People are embarrassed to take the front.
Sir?
Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we ready, man. I don't know where Jason went, but there he is.
Smoking a cigar. Oh, he's playing the kazoo.
Right, y'all. It's 6 o'clock. We're going to get ground in the round kicked off here. We appreciate everybody coming out. I think we're live. I haven't got a hand out the window, but we got a hand out the window, y'all. We are live, ground in the round. I hope y'all enjoy everything tonight. This is going to be like a basic writer's round. We do a little bit of different stuff every now and then just to shake it up. We got a comedy show coming in September. I know Asa's got the comedy thing on the, man, the name escapes me. Paul, help me. Liberty on the Lawn. I couldn't think of the Liberty part, but Liberty on the Lawn, man, that's coming up. Going to have some comedians there, too. Got a lot of things going on at Grinder House Coffee in Crossville. So all y'all out there in radio land, internet land, social media world, you get to Crossville, come on down here to Grinder House Coffee. There's music every weekend, and there's great food. But this is the Upper Cumberland's only listening room, and I think most of y'all understand that. Like if you got cell phones, you don't mind put them on quiet so they don't ring during somebody's song, y'all. But y'all feel free to pull out and video, social media. If you do social media, Instagram, TikTok, any of that stuff, we all kind of live in that world. It helps us in any way possible. If you post a video on there and tag us and y'all have 1 million followers already, that would really help us.
I'm homeless in that world, Jamie.
Man, I'm lost in it too. It takes up a lot of my time. But I do want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I myself, I don't know what everybody else is singing, but I'm going to sing y'all quite a few new songs tonight. Some that I wrote this week, actually. They got finished, wrote, started, all that good stuff this week. And the first one I'm going to do for y'all, I wrote with a girl by the name of Erica Sunshine Lee. I know you know Miss Erica. So me and Miss Erica had a Zoom right the other day. And it was after everything. We all know what's been in the news, all that stuff. And Erica's like, man, we got to write something uplifting, something cool, something good. And she's like, you know, life is beautiful no matter what you look at. And it gradually turned into life's still beautiful. But I'm going to do this for y'all. If I mess it up, y'all forgive me. But this is called Life's Still Beautiful. Bits and pieces, nuts and bolts, the don'ts and doers, punchlines and the jokes, the bigs and littles, got shorts and talls, And all the colors, yes, Jesus loves them all. Life's still beautiful. Look around and you can see. You get to brush with your own paint and make your own masterpiece. We all get a choice, no matter what you believe. Even on a bad day, when things get ugly, life's still beautiful. Life's still beautiful. You got takers and givers, the cold and hot, the lost and the looking, yeah, the haves and the have-nots on pins and needles, the wrongers and the rights, the hills and the hallelujahs, all from here to the other side. Life's still beautiful. And look around and you can see. You get to brush with your own paint and make your own masterpiece. We all get a choice, no matter what you believe. Even on a bad day, when things get ugly, life's still beautiful. Doubters make believers, knowing heathens make good saints. Might be hard to see it now, but ask the flowers after the rain. Life's still beautiful. Look around and you can see. You get to brush with your own paint and make your own masterpiece. We all get a choice, no matter what you believe. Even on a bad day, when things get ugly, life's still beautiful. Life's still beautiful. Thank you. I'm warming up. I got to get my fingers broke in. Thank y'all very much. But life is beautiful. I think
you're beautiful, Jamie.
I think you're beautiful.
I'm
happy to be sitting next to this man. The last time I was supposed to have him here, he couldn't be here, and because of some nasty stuff that was floating around. But I am more than happy tonight to.
It was COVID, by the way.
Yeah.
You made it sound like it was something you pick up at a truck stop or
yeah,
something.
Like truck stop. I did. I take that. Yeah, I did. I kind of made it sound bad, but yeah, you've been to some truck stops lately, though. I think, haven't you? Caribbean Cowboy.
Oh yeah. I've been somewhere between Key West and Fredericksburg, Florida.
There you go.
Somewhere in Nashville.
But y'all, I'm gonna introduce one of my real good friends, one of my great writing buddies, Jason Grove. Y'all give it up for him.
I don't have a lot of cool stories like Jamie behind these songs, mainly just a lot of alcohol and a lot of highway, some interstates and broken hearts. But, let's see, in honor of Memorial Day, this one, I was sitting in it was a bar, I'll just tell you, I was sitting in a bar and some guy asked me where I was from, and I said some little town, and he said, "You're from the middle of nowhere," and he started making fun of me, so I wrote this song down on a napkin real quick, and I'm kind of proud of where I'm from. So. I like to drink whiskey and chase it with Budweiser beer. You too? I still wear the same cowboy boots that I've worn now for years. And I drive the same truck my daddy left for me when he died. And I fly the flag in my yard with American pride. It's a pretty good life that we live in the middle of nowhere. So don't bring your big city problems out here, 'cause we don't care. And you may not like the way I think, that's fine with me. Oh, but you can thank God you were born in the land of the free. Now I'm proud of my daddy who fought in 2 wars for this country. And my mama had me in the church house come morning on Sunday. I've lost my way a few times, but I've been forgiven. And now that I'm 40, I think it's time I do some living. It's a pretty good life that we live in the middle of nowhere. So don't bring those big city problems out here, 'cause we don't care. And you may not like the way I think, that's fine with me. Oh, but you can thank God you were born in the land of the free. Now you got the right to your protest, so go take a knee. Just remember the good folks that died, so you can be free. Thank y'all.
I love it. I feel like this next song is kind of along those lines right there. And I wrote it with Erica.
Okay.
It's called American Made Poster Child, and I grew up with a really good papa that fought in World War II. And she called hers Pawpaw, I believe. So we wrote a song about men like that. He doesn't say much, watch out, 'cause when he does, it's the kind of advice you want to listen to. He's not just 9 to 5, he works to stay alive, earned the scars on his hands and paid his dues. His corn's better than any grocery store. Come sunrise, his boots will hit the floor. He's got Jesus Saves on the back of his Chevrolet as he takes a sip of his homemade wine. Says it ain't that dang hard to live a simple life. Yeah, he's an American-made poster child. He's not one for violence. If it came down to a riot, man, he ain't afraid to use his automatic. Skin a buck for his supper. He can fish like no other, and that damn tobacco is his only bad habit. Rough around the edges like the hat he wears. He'll die smiling even if he ain't a millionaire. He's got Jesus Saves on the back of his Chevrolet as he takes a sip of his homemade wine. Says it ain't that dang hard to live a simple life. Yeah, he's an American-made poster child. A Vietnam veteran, you better believe it, man. He's proud of his heritage, still loves the wife that married him. He's got Jesus Saves on the back of his Chevrolet as he takes a sip of his homemade wine. It says it ain't that damn hard to live a simple life. Yeah, he's got Jesus Saves on the back of his Chevrolet as he takes a sip of his homemade wine. It says it ain't that damn hard to live a simple life. Yeah, he's an American-made poster child.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all, just so y'all know, this is Andrea Goodman. I didn't get to introduce her. She just took off singing.
I'm so. Oh, I
That was
stepped
okay.
on you.
No.
Sorry.
What I was supposed to say in Nashville, usually that's what you have to do, and here we try to slow it down. I was telling her earlier, just
You did.
you find that wave and just ride it. It's cool. But
slow
in
down.
Nashville, it's sing your song, sing your song, sing your song, sing your song. Hurry up and get off because there's going to be 4 other people running up here and go sing a song, sing a song, sing a song, sing a song. So that's what they should call it is sing a song, sing a song, sing a song.
Sing a song, sing a song, sing a song.
Sing a song, sing a song.
My bad.
So to Andrea, y'all give Andrea a big hand again if you don't mind. That was awesome.
She from Kentucky?
And
She's a Kentucky girl.
she's a
I am a
Kentucky girl.
Kentuckian.
Thoroughbred,
Yeah.
Kentucky racehorses. She's
We're a little
like,
fast.
boom, we're going fast.
Yeah.
We're a little fast.
Out the gate, boom.
So, well, that makes sense then, I guess. Yeah. But-
He knows.
To Miss Andrea's far left over there, we got Jason Goolesby. We got 2 Jason G's in the house, so we got Jason Goolesby. So I'm going to turn it over to Jason. He talks enough for all of us, so we're going to let him have it.
And he talks slower.
Yeah. And he's from Alabama, too, y'all. So y'all give it up for him.
Problem right there.
From the other end of the row tide, that's right. Now, wait for when they put your bulletproof vest on. It's funny, I moved to Tennessee in 95 to go to college at Cumberland University. And Alabama had beaten Tennessee 7 years in a row. As soon as I moved up here, they beat us 7 years in a row. And I had to listen to a lot of Tennessee crap for 7 years. Hadn't had to listen to much of it for 15. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say. I mean, no, I do. It's funny, y'all. I love Tennessee. It's my home now. And great people in Tennessee. I've become friends with over in Lebanon. I live in Lebanon. Craig Colquitt is one of our lives in Lebanon. You know, his boys. Craig played for the Tennessee. His boys were punters for Tennessee. His boys played in the NFL. I actually had a football. Craig played for the Steelers in the 70s when Terry Bradshaw and all those guys there. And I had a card of Craig when I was a kid. And we've become friends. And I'm like, Craig, I just can't. I can't. He's like, man, I'd take you over there to watch one of them ball games if you'll wear some orange. I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
So that's all for Jason tonight.
That's it.
Y'all give
That's
it
it.
up for him.
Go ahead and sing, Jamie. He asked me
I'm
if
just
he sent me a text and said, "Do you want to do some spoken word or poetry because I think you're going to do some later?" I'm like, "No, I'm
Maybe.
just going to talk 10 minutes before every song." This song doesn't really have a story except for I heard somebody say, "Man, he's a real go-getter," and I said, "Go get her, like go get her, like go get her." And I wrote this song with Eric. What's Eric's last name? No, not Eric Church. Eric, if you're watching this at home, I'm sorry. He's a good friend. Oh, senior moment. Go get her. Back porch, heart to heart, me and my old man. He says, son, it looks like you're running through life about as fast as you can. You've been chasing shiny things and let her slip away. You better wake up, sunshine, before it's too late. If you're such a go-getter, what you waiting for, boy, go get her. Just standing there, dumb look on your face. Watching as she walks away, you better go and chase her, 'cause you know you'll never replace her. It's time you got your stuff straight. If you're such a go-getter, oh boy, you better go and get her. He said, I've seen so many men waste away their lives, spinning their wheels, chasing dollar bills till they're empty inside. I got nothing against money, but here's what I've learned. It's all worthless if a him don't have a her. If you're such a go-getter, what you waiting for, boy, go get her. You're standing there, dumb look on your face. Watching as she walks away, you better go and chase her, 'cause you know you'll never replace her. It's time you got your stuff straight. If you're such a go-getter, oh boy, you better go and get her. And how I define success, it all changed that day when I heard my daddy say, if you're such a go-getter, oh boy, you better go and get her. If you're such a go-getter, oh boy, you better go and get her.
Jason Goolesby.
Nobody got to introduce you, Jamie, right?
No, nobody got to. You want to introduce me?
This is my friend Jamie Adamson, y'all,
Nice to meet y'all.
and your host for the night.
Thank you very much. So, I said I was going to play y'all some new stuff, and I'm going to try to stick to it. It's scary, because usually I sit at home and I've played these songs quite a bit before I come up here and sit in front of anybody and play them, especially with them going out to the World Wide Web. But it ain't much different than doing a TikTok live or a live event, because, I mean, if you goof it up, you just goof it up. But
I'm going.
I had this idea about my hometown, and I know everybody loves their hometown. And I sat down with Hal O'Dell and Sarah Faith a little while back, and then we finished this up this week. But my hometown is, I love my hometown, but like a lot of people would probably tell you, hometown ain't always good to you. Hometown can hold some scars, and I guess I'm gonna be that dark, serious guy for a little bit tonight, because everything I wrote this week was like, man, you know. But this is called Sounds Like My Hometown. I hope y'all like it. You ever get tired of your hometown? Everybody knows your problems. I'm tired of your hometown, 'cause nobody lets you solve them. Is there a holy few that whisper all your faults to that second pew without a second thought? Sounds like my hometown. You ever get tired of your hometown, even though it's perfect? I'm tired of your hometown, 'cause it don't think you're worth it. They say holy water will wash away your stains, but the sin and the sinner, yeah, to them they're both the same. Sounds like my hometown. It sounds like my hometown. You ever get tired of your hometown and wish you didn't need it? I'm tired of your hometown, but you know you ain't leaving. Or are you jealous of the ones that got away? Lord, still better, 'cause all you did was stay. Sounds like my hometown. Yeah, sounds like my hometown. Yeah, sounds like my hometown. From the cradle to the grave, just trying to be someone. My hometown. On the side of the tracks that you can't come back from. My hometown. Sounds like my hometown. Ever get tired of your hometown and wish you didn't need it? Tired of your hometown. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Accent, I could tell by the accent. Accent?
A little bit, yes, accent. I'm sorry.
I said if y'all can't tell from his accent, he's from upstate New York.
Yeah. Actually, it's a little further up than that.
You're like way down in Alabama.
It's so far up, it's down. You go all the way up and back around.
All the way around the world.
A little
got
while
that-
back, somewhere I was somewhere between Austin and Kerrville, Texas. There's a lot of y'all from Kerrville, huh? Austin? No.
Go Kerrville.
Yeah, right. Well, y'all know where Pretty, Texas is? Anybody? I drove through this little town called Pretty, Texas. But it was pretty with 2 D's, Priddy. Pretty. You been there? Wasn't much there, was it? And they had these giant wind turbines, you know? And I made the mistake of calling them windmills, and they said, those are not windmills, those are wind turbines. And they don't like them down there, but I thought they were pretty cool looking, and I've never seen anything like it. But anyhow, that's the story behind this song. It's called West Pretty, Texas. Well, you can see the wind blowing now in West Pretty, Texas. The wind turbines look like merry-go-rounds for 600 miles. I've been searching for something. The bright lights of Austin would just slow me down. Well, I'm headed west, out where no one can find me. The hill country feels just a little like home. So don't you go searching for me, little darling, 'cause the man that you're missing is long dead and gone. I'm just a drifter with nowhere to turn, passing through like an old southern wind. I'll sing you a song for a taste of fresh whiskey, then I'm back on the highway again. I spend all my money on dreams and old guitars, things that are way past their prime. Might buy me a new pair of secondhand boots, and I give the Lord his due from time to time. See, I'm just a drifter with nowhere to turn, passing through like an old southern wind. I'll sing you a song for a taste of fresh whiskey, then I'm back on the highway again. I'll sing you a song, and it won't be long till I'm back on the highway again. Yeah. Thank you.
Cowboy whistling song.
That whistle at the end, that was pretty.
Man, I've been working on that all night. I practiced that all the way down here. In all honesty, we was practicing whistling coming down here.
Y'all practice some for me because I can't do it worth a hoot.
I can do it.
So, this next song, I'm going to take a page out of your book tonight, Jamie. I'm going to do some newer stuff. I don't usually do that because I get really scared. But why not?
Let's be scared together.
Let's be scared together.
I reckon we scared together.
All you can do is mess it up, and they have no idea whether or not.
Well, the way I act, they probably will, but it's
Yeah.
fine. I give it
Me
away.
too.
I don't have a poker face. Whoopsie! Oh, no! I wrote this song with Greg Wilson in Hallowdale.
Okay.
I cannot play this like Greg Wilson can, but it's okay. I'm going to do my best.
Now, is this the one I heard the other night? Okay. Yeah, this is a good
When
tune.
Greg played it and not me.
Yeah.
I'm a full tank of gas. I'm a suitcase packed right there by the door. I'm a wallet full of cash. I'm a hard line that won't be crossed no more. I'm a screen torn of midnight train. I'm a burning match underneath the flame. It's time. I'm leaving. I'm left lane highway 65. I'm leaving. There won't be no last kiss goodbye. Bust that rear view mirror. It's already crystal clear. Ain't looking for another next good reason. I'm leaving. I'm the dark when you get home. I'm the sound of all alone you're gonna find. Take that makers off the shelf. Sit there, drink it by yourself. I'll haunt your mind. Tom Petty up and the windows down. I won't back down, no turning around this time. I'm leaving. I'm left lane highway 65. I'm leaving. There won't be no last kiss goodbye. Bust that rear view mirror. It's already crystal clear. I ain't looking for another next good reason. I'm leaving. Oh no. I'm leaving. I'm left lane highway 65. I'm leaving. There won't be no last kiss goodbye. Bust that rear view mirror. It's already crystal clear. I ain't waiting for another next good reason. I'm leaving. I'm left lane highway 65. I'm leaving. You wanna kiss, then kiss my ass goodbye. Bust that rear view mirror. It's already crystal clear. I ain't looking for another next good reason. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Still working on that.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's from New York, too.
I'm from New York City.
Yeah. I had no
That's the
idea
worst
we
you,
had...
worst you screw up tonight, then you're doing all right, sister.
It's that pre-chorus. Got
You
me.
said the first time you said take that makers off the shelf, I thought you said take those maters. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Take
you
those
got.
maters off the shelf.
Yeah, I'm going to drink them by myself. Well, she loves tomato juice. Golly, bum, she is country.
They ferment it down there where I'm from.
I'm in a mater state of mind right
Tomato
now.
wine, man, it's a thing.
The produce stand by our house that's run by a guy that we write with and stuff. They've got some of the best tomatoes, and I'm just been eating tomatoes. I'm in a tomato state of mind.
Cherokee purples, man.
Oh, I don't know. These aren't. This song was inspired by the great iPhone crash of 2018. It was a week before Christmas. We were going in to see a local production of Christmas Story. It was a musical, and my phone asked me, "Would you like to update? Updates are available. Would you like to update? To update, be connected to Wi-Fi." Well, I was going in, and I knew I didn't want to, and I thought I hit no. anyways, the phone went to try to update, and I got in there and lost the signal, I guess, or whatever. But I lost a lot of my contacts, and a lot of the contacts I had the numbers only. So I had these numbers in my contacts, but no names to them. And so I spent a lot of months doing the who dis when they would text me. But I couldn't even say new phone. I mean, I was just like, I didn't even try to explain. Who's this? Lost my contacts. Who's this? So sitting there, and I walked into a ride with Ralston, just Ralston. He's just Ralston. And Ralston Wells and Ariana Lyris, somebody we know, and we were talking about ideas, and I told them what happened. I said, guys, I don't know any numbers anymore. I had to text my sister, which I did still have hers, and ask what my mama's phone number was, because I didn't know what it was. And one of the area codes in Alabama is 256, and I had a ton of 256 area codes. So we just kind of got to thinking about all the stuff you don't know if you don't have your phone, you know. And we got this equipment to help us remember all this stuff, you know, and you can't remember anything yourself. So we wrote this song. I can't drive anywhere without my GPS. I can't send a text without autocorrect. I gotta look at my contacts to call anybody back. And I can't retell a joke that I've just heard. And I gotta keep a list of all my passwords. I'm always asking Alexa the answers to all my questions. But I know the way you take your coffee, girl, when you wake up. 1 sugar, 2 cream, stir 3 times in your Hello Kitty cup. You love walking barefoot in the park. Your favorite Beatle is Ringo Starr. I don't know much, but I know you by heart. I won't pretend to know what tomorrow holds. Today's got enough problems of its own. I just live my life one day at a time. Count my blessings every night. That I know the way you take your coffee, girl, when you wake up. 1 sugar, 2 cream, stir 3 times in your Hello Kitty cup. You love walking barefoot in the park. Your favorite Beatle is Ringo Starr. I don't know much, but I know you by heart. I don't know why you love me. God knows I don't deserve you. Maybe you do it because I know the way you take your coffee, girl, when you get up. 1 sugar, 2 cream, stir 3 times in your Hello Kitty cup. You love walking barefoot in the park. Your favorite Beatle is Ringo Starr. I don't know much, but I know you by heart. Thank you.
That was funny and sad and pretty.
I haven't played that one out much. It's not a new one, but I haven't played it out much. It's a night for trying new stuff.
So I could seriously mess this song up. But I was at the gym the other day, and I was on the treadmill, and I like to listen to my songs I've been writing so I can learn a little bit better, but I got stuck on this Dean Martin channel on Pandora the night before, so I was still listening to Dean Martin the next morning when I got up at the gym. And all y'all remember the song, My Favorite Things, you know, raindrops on roses and all that good stuff like that. So I'm thinking, man, I don't think anybody's wrote a country version of that song. And I had no idea that I'd end up writing it by myself. But I kind of wrote this all in about an hour, probably less than that, and it kind of came out. So if I mess it up, This is the first time I've ever played it anywhere, period, except for sitting in my living room. I like kittens and puppies, big colorful rainbows, all kinds of ice cream, from sherbet to dreamsicle. I like singing in the morning, whistling while I'm working, a little dancing after dinner. It's a habit, I'm quirky, I'm really into all sorts of stuff. I like picking out a tune just for fun. This is my list of my favorite things, my collectible treasures, all here in one place. Some ain't for sharing, some I have too much, some I just give away. You can never give too much. It's like handing out money, but you're handing out love. My favorite thing. My favorite thing. Well, I've heard Oprah does it. Jesus showed her how. Smiles and happy faces, they stand out in a crowd. Natural versus makeup on any given day. Leftovers for dinner, guess I'm easy that way. I'm really into all sorts of stuff. Long walks on the beach and making time for making up. This is my list of my favorite things, my collectible treasures, all here in one place. Some ain't for sharing, some I have too much, some I just give away. And you can never give too much. It's like handing out money, but you're handing out love. My favorite thing. My favorite thing. This is my list of my favorite things, my collectible treasures, all here in one place. Some ain't for sharing, some I have too much, some I just give away. And you can never give too much. It's like handing out money, but you're handing out love. My favorite thing. My favorite thing. My favorite thing.
That's good stuff.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
You're my favorite thing, Jamie.
No, man, that's mutual, my brother.
Y'all didn't say "oh" when he said that about me. Nobody ever does.
Oh, man.
I'm a dreamer, y'all. I'm the worst. There in the worst kind of way. I've just got, all my life I've had big dreams, and a lot of those dreams came true. A lot of them haven't came true yet, but they will. And this is for all of the dreamers in here. Well, I know this life I live ain't always easy. Loving me sometimes push and shove. Music is the mistress I've been chasing, and you've done all you can to prove your love. But I finally got the call that I've been wanting. Now I get to play my songs out on the road. I've got a bus to catch Monday morning, and by Tuesday night I'll be out in Colorado. I've always been a dreamer, and fairy tales come true. I still believe in magic like I believe in you. But this road I'm on ain't paved with yellow bricks along the ground, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. Another town at night, I'll take the stage. I've dreamed of this life almost every day. I wouldn't change a thing, girl, I just wish you knew. The only thing that's missing from my life tonight is you. So the time has come to put on my guitar. All the nights that I've spent wishing on that star, well, they've led me to this stage tonight, and now it's time to shine. I just pray that I can make it home on time. See, I've always been a dreamer, and fairy tales come true. I still believe in magic like I believe in you. But this road I'm on ain't paved with yellow bricks along the ground, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. I wish that I could take you with me, darling, but I know you've got dreams on your own. And it's hard to love a man out on the highway when you're all alone, sitting by the phone. I've always been a dreamer, and fairy tales come true. I still believe in magic like I believe in you. But this road I'm on ain't paved with yellow bricks along the ground, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. This road I'm on ain't paved with yellow bricks in every town, and the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
It's cool. Y'all, I know y'all get to see us sing up here. And this is, I've got to see this before, but it's cool to watch him sing his songs and then look over in the corner and see Lindsay singing the lyrics to his songs. And I kind of feel like that song probably had a little, you know.
She's the reason I wrote a lot of those songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all of us have that person in our life. I know Andrea has Marty sitting here tonight.
He's right there.
Jason here, he has Spencer. And,
That's a joke, y'all. That's a joke. He's just a friend.
He didn't say y'all were in love.
Spencer's my friend, too. We all rode up here in the same car together.
Spencer's my buddy.
But, Andrea, I'm sorry I took your time, but you go right ahead.
I'm just sitting here enjoying.
Yeah, me too.
So, I write some silly songs a lot. And I got to together with my friend Jenny Tolman. If any of y'all have ever heard of her, she's a great up-and-coming artist in Nashville. Good friend of mine. We just went out to their wedding not that long ago in Wyoming. But we wrote a story about a grandpa that was very ambitious. You'll get that when I play this. It's a story song. Well, Grandpa was only 6 years old when he found out what he wanted out of life. And knew he had to use some tricks, sometimes roll the dice. Well, that swimming pool was a perfect school where it would all begin. With a dramatic trip he fell right in, 'cause he knew how to swim. Well, through the foam and bubbles he faked a struggle, and an angel soon appeared. In a red one piece she dove in deep and told him not to fear. Well, she laid him on that hot concrete, and he thought this must be love. That mouth to mouth was his first taste of winnings yet to come. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. Redheads, brunettes, blue hairs, and every now and then a blonde. Well, he bite off more than he could chew, but then again he could chew a lot. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. If I'm not giggling in the middle, I'm not playing it right. Well, as time went by, he got a wife that gave birth to my mama. He knew he ought to stay at home, but he just didn't wanna. Well, every now and then he'd get caught. Mom said it was a sight to see when the neighbors walked by, pointing at the boxers hanging from the tree. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. Redheads, brunettes, blue hairs, and every now and then a blonde. Well, he bite off more than he could chew, but then again, he could chew a lot. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. This is my favorite part. Well, when he got old, I prayed for his soul to be delivered from his sin. But by that time, there wasn't many places that he hadn't been. Well, he wasn't too mad about going in the home because there were nurses 24/7. He said, I ain't gonna cry while I'm waiting to die because it's the next best thing to heaven. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. Redheads, brunettes, blue hairs, and every now and then a blonde. Well, he bite off more than he could chew, but then again, he could chew a lot. Grandpa sure loved women, so women's what he got. God bless Grandpa. So, Jenny will never play that for her husband. Her husband happens to be a Grammy-nominated producer, and I guess she's just too scared to. I don't know why. So I played it for him at a show not that long ago, and he liked it, so I was like, I guess it's all right.
I'm glad I don't do any silly songs.
That would just be bad.
As
Oh, boy.
As he goes for his ukulele. As a young boy growing up in Alabama, it was my dream to make it to Tennessee and play ukulele on stage.
Boy, y'all dream big down there in Alabama, don't you?
Shoot high, shoot high.
Can y'all hear it? Check, check. I really want y'all to hear the words. That's the most important part. Okay. So, NSAI is National Songwriters Association International. Is a member of it. It's a trade organization for songwriters, and on Thursday nights they do an industry night, and they'll usually have somebody from a record company that'll come in, and we bring in a recording of a song, and that person will listen to the verse and the chorus, and then give us feedback on it. And this young girl had turned her song in. She was probably 13 or 14, and I don't think it was so much that she couldn't sing, that she's very young and weak, and it was horrible. But she was playing a ukulele on her song. And after the song was over, there was this really awkward silence because the person was trying to think of some positive feedback to give to this girl. And she said, she was kind of airhead herself. She was like, the great thing about a ukulele is, you hear it, it makes you happy. You can't hear a ukulele and be sad. You hear a ukulele, it just makes everybody happy. The world's just a better place. The songwriter in me is like, man, that could be a song. So I spent the rest of that waiting for them to play my song. I sat back there and kind of thought, how could I say that and put it in a song? And then a ukulele rhymes with baby. And I wrote this song. I didn't have a ukulele at the time. So my wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas that year. And I said, how about a ukulele? And she said, okay. She gave it to me, and I learned a few chords on it. Still the only chords that I know. And I wrote this song. It's the only song I know. And I played it every day for about 2 or 3 hours until my wife was very sorry she had bought me the ukulele. The thing about a ukulele, they're so high pitched that you can hear them all over the house, and there was nowhere that she could go that she didn't hear me with this ukulele. So I'm going to try this. I've never played it out in public.
Except for an hour coming down here.
Except for an hour coming down here.
In the car.
And you felt what his wife did.
in the Prius.
Yeah, I caught what your wife had. Spencer may have it too. I don't know.
And so then Jamie and Spencer started trying to, oh, you could say this right there. And it turned into a rewrite instead of me practicing. I'm
No,
like,
we fixed it. We fixed it is what we
I
did.
think I'm going to go back to the old version. I can't remember. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have an ailment? Then step right up. I've got the treatment. It'll purify and cure your soul. Just one dose, it won't take long. I can put a smile on a crying baby when I play this here ukulele. Bop. Buzzy, 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 bop. It's got a scat in it. Bitty bop. Bop. Buzzy, 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 bay. Hey, hey, hey. It's such a tiny piece of wood, but it makes the whole world feel real good. I can put a smile on a crying baby when I play this here ukulele. You screwed that up a little bit, Jamie. The show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, I know your question. From what magic place does this thing come from? Its home is the Hawaiian breeze and the white sands of the Maui beach. I can make you dance like a aloha lady when I play this here ukulele. Bop. Buzzy, 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 bop. Bitty bop. Bop. Buzzy, 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 bay. Bay. Bay, hey, 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 it's such a tiny piece of wood, but it makes the whole world feel real good. I can make a smile on a crying baby when I play this here ukulele. It's such a tiny piece of wood, but it makes the whole world feel real good. I can make you smile like you just ate gravy when you play this here ukulele. I
only have certain tongue movements I can do on this thing.
Now listen here. Can y'all imagine how many people looked over at that Prius at him doing that and him blowing that? Y'all are gonna be famous.
Spencer in the back seat.
Somebody's over there doing TikTok.
Somebody put that on TikTok, I guarantee you.
Oh, that was my ukulele
It started
song.
somewhere around the Duck River and all the way to here, I think.
You heard me play my first time public ukulele. Y'all were they got to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Spencer,
giving
you
me
want
the
to ride
confidence
back?
to play more.
You want to ride back to Nashville with me?
So, Jason got me to thinking about a song, and I've only done this song out a few times, but this is another one I wrote by myself. Kind of been on a kick writing by myself here lately a little bit. I think Jason does that a lot, and it tends to sometimes it just that's just the way it works a little bit. But I wrote this song for my wife. And this June 8th, we will have successfully stayed together 25 years without killing one another.
Yeah.
And not that she hadn't wanted to kill me a few times, I believe. She's probably watching, I'm sure. She always watches all of it. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Jason said, hey. Anybody want to say hey to Karen and Henry?
Karen.
That's,
Hey, Karen.
I don't know
Yeah,
where you're at,
thank you.
Karen, but happy 25th before I forget. June 8th.
This song was called Speck of Sand. It's just kind of one of them that kind of came one night. But hope y'all like it. If I had $1 million, I could buy most anything. Everywhere I'd fly, I'd be first class. I'd have my own limousine. I could go anywhere in the whole wide world. I could come and go just as I please, not have a care Oh, but who would I be? I'd end up losing touch with what's left of me. I'd probably never shave for the rest of my life. I'd live way back in the woods, maybe never come out. I know I drank too much, probably never call home. 'Cause I'd be a vagabond by the railway side. Yeah, everything I'd own, oh, it'd fit in one bag. I'd be a speck of sand in the deep blue sea. If you hadn't loved me, all the money in the world, it wouldn't change a damn thing. If you hadn't loved me, I promise this to be the truth. I can grow out my hair, get a couple tattoos. 'Cause I'd be a vagabond by the railway side. Everything I'd own, oh, it'd fit in one bag. Yeah, I'd be a speck of sand in the deep blue sea. If you hadn't loved me, if you hadn't loved me. Speck of sand. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
Man, I don't get like that very often, but you get that. That's a song right there.
No, you.
That's a
got
song, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
No, I'd buy that one. I'd buy that. Sure enough.
I'd buy everything you've played tonight. Which Jason, he ain't told y'all, but he's got a CD. Is this the new one up here?
No, that's
Caribbean
Andrea,
Cowboy
got
ain't
one
out
here
yet.
too.
Yes, you did too. I didn't.
This is a shameless commercial fixing to happen right here. Hey, it's a long way to Nashville, and gas is high right now.
You ain't kidding.
We got hats back here that say "Poet" on it.
And that doesn't mean what you think. It means plain old everyday trash. That's me, just poet. I don't know. I come up with something different every time somebody asks me. But that's an EP right there. It's got 4 songs that I wrote last year, and I got a 10-song album coming out June the 6th that y'all can.
D-Day.
Hey.
This day.
So if you want any of this stuff, it's $500, and if that's too high, we can negotiate on that one. It's or best off.
The stickers were just 50 apiece,
Yeah,
though.
the
wasn't it?
stickers are 50.
Yeah.
Or best off.
That sounds normal for everyday prices nowadays, though. You go to Walmart and Charmin is like $20 for a roll of it, I think, now. I buy that John Wayne toilet paper.
What is it, poison oak?
No, it's rough and tough. Don't take crap off nobody. That's an old joke, but
That's an old one. I'm like, have you really not heard that one?
Can I tell one real fast? I
yeah,
heard?
go for it. Y'all want to hear a joke?
Absolutely.
You made me think of this a minute ago when you said something about a joke in one of your songs. This couple, I'm going to make this quick. They had a bad car accident and she passed away. The wife did. And they had a church funeral, and they were at, it's a joke. It'll get better, I promise. And there was pallbearers, right? And the husband's walking alongside the pallbearer, and they went to turn the corner, and they bumped the casket on the corner of the church. And they heard, oh no. And so they open the casket, and she's alive. So they get her out, and she lives 30 more years. Then she dies again. Same church, same funeral, same pallbearers. They're walking around. The little old man's walking beside the casket. They get to the same corner. He says, hey, y'all watch that corner. I got a friend that lives in Miami, Florida, and he's 75 years old, and he's a captain of a boat. And when I say boat, it's a 90-foot yacht. It's not his. He's just the captain. But when you think of an old sailor, this guy is what you think of. And his name is Captain Eddie, and he's one of my favorite people in the world, and he inspired me to write this song. Well, the wind in my sail has quit blowing. The cannons don't fire from the deck. Can't find any rum in the galley. My ship is turned into a wreck. Now I'm all alone with my memories and the weight of the world off my chest. This old way of life has been claimed by the sea, but there's still a few old pirates left. And I fly the old Jolly Roger off the back of my fishing boat. She'll never get me to the islands, so I'll just hang out here at the coast, where I drift away in the sand every day to a place that I'll never see, dreaming of treasure in a wooden chest. There's still a few old pirates left. Now the tourists, they come from all over. They'll stay for a while and they go. And everyone's running from something, but most of us don't even know. As I sit on the beach with my guitar, I'll write a new song now and then. Where I go from here is anyone's guess, but there's still a few old pirates left. And I'll fly the old Jolly Roger off the back of my fishing boat. She'll never get me to the islands, so I'll just hang out here at the coast, where I drift away in the sand every day to a place that I'll never see, dreaming of treasure in a wooden chest. There's still a few old pirates left. Just dreaming of treasure in a wooden chest. There's still a few old pirates left. And I'm one of those old pirates, I guess. Thank y'all.
That was fun to sing with. I've heard it enough. I've learned most of the words to it.
It's a fun
That's
song.
on that CD there, though, right?
No, it's not.
That's not on that CD?
It'll be out June. Actually, it may be up on iTunes.
Oh, so that one's on the, okay, that's on the
So
Caribbean.
it's newer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Well, I have an album down here, just as Jason does, and it is my old album and my new album. It's the only album I've put out yet. But hopefully this year that changes. Hopefully that's not a thing after this year's over. I have made several trips, and I'm fixing to again. Me and Marty are going out to Frontier Days in Cheyenne, Wyoming, so I can play for several days. Yeah, y'all know where that's at, don't you? First time I went out there, my parents were afraid I wasn't coming back. I fell in love with cowboy country, and I was pretty smitten. And y'all ever had those relationships, or not even relationships, where you develop feelings and then you look back and you're like, why did I even care that ended? Well, that's kind of where I was with one that happened out there, and it prompted me to write this song, and I was upset when I wrote it. And now I'm like, man, it's just a good song now, but it used to be called Family, Jesus, and Me. I guess technically it's on the album listed that way. It's the only track on any album of mine you'll ever hear me playing on, because I'm just not that great. And there's a bunch of talented musicians in Nashville. But anyway, I changed it up to just Jesus and Me because it's just easier to sing. But here's that song. It's cold in Colorado when you have a broken heart. Gave my all knowing I'm
never knowing how hard. Whirlwind of emotions like tear-driven snow in the park. How will I be? I guess we'll see. It's up to Jesus and me. There's no wrong finding right. There's no right finding wrong. Mom taught me love, Lord, the path I walk on. Most times I'm tough as nails. He's the hammer I leaned on back then. So I'll pack this truck, tuck my tail and I'll run. Where will I wind up? Guess we'll see. It's up to Jesus and me. Windshield leads me forward, rear view keeps me sober. Won't stay drunk on his memory this time. While each tear makes me stronger, I can't help but wonder what I'll find. Who will I be? I guess we'll see. It's up to Jesus and me. There's no wrong finding right. There's no right finding wrong. Mom taught me love, Lord, the path I walk on. Most times I'm tough as nails. He's the hammer I leaned on back then. So I'll pack this truck, tuck my tail and I'll run. Or will I wind up? Guess we'll see. It's up to Jesus and me. I'll learn to forgive my heart. I'll find the light in the dark. There's no wrong finding right. There's no right finding wrong. Mom taught me love, Lord, the path I walk on. Most times I'm tough as nails. He's the hammer I leaned on back then. So I'll pack this truck, tuck my tail and I'll run. Where will I wind up? Guess we'll see. It's up to Jesus and me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Aw, shucks.
That's awesome.
Well, Jamie, thanks for inviting me. I haven't thanked you yet. You know, I do a little songwriters night in Nashville called "Smoking on the Roads" last Wednesday night every month, and writing songs.
Best barbecue in Nashville.
Mac and cheese, actually.
We make food and serve everybody, and we sing songs and eat food. And I've got to meet a lot of people, you know, but you don't make a lot. I don't make a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, and Jamie is somebody over the last 3 or 4 years that has become a friend, and I appreciate it, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate you too.
They're
bro.
hard to come by for me,
Yes, they are.
anyways. Know a lot of people, like a lot of people, just don't have a lot of friends. Because I think a friend is somebody that it's like that you find out who your friends are. That country song, the people that would come get you out of jail, or get you out of the ditch, or I won't go to jail anymore. Let me say that, and then I'll.
Don't
be in
say
jail
that
next
too
week.
early. We still got to drive all the way back to Nashville tonight.
I did spend 4 nights in the Wilson County Jail for nonviolent purposes. It's a long time ago, a different Jason. But one of the things about playing a show like this, I think you get enough songs that you can kind of pick and choose some of your sad ones, some of your happy ones. You know, life is a roller coaster, right? There's lots of sad times, there's lots of good times, and I like to do that in my music, because try to just kind of reflect life. And my sister, I had a middle sister that was diagnosed with cancer when she was 37. She had a 10-year battle.
and lost that cancer. She was 47, and I'm 47 now. So she was very young, and I thought I handled it well at first because she lived such a good life and honored God in her last 10 years and lived life. Went to Europe several times. So I thought I had handled it really well. It turned out I don't know if there's a right way to grieve or a wrong way to grieve, but I just didn't grieve at all. We had not much. I just thought I just pushed that emotion down, you know. And we had just started our journey where we had fostered and then adopted 4 kids, and they were siblings. And we had, yeah.
Jason actually works, trust me.
Yeah.
He's got, the foster kids,
Yeah, we started fostering them, and they were 9, 11. They're probably at home watching, if you are, Jackson. So, and Brandon, and we have a 20-month-old now. That's a different story. Not officially ours yet. But though we had just gotten those kids and had them about a year, and so I just poured into taking care of them and working on them instead of processing that emotion. So, like years later, there's stuff that still, I'm like, why do I get sad all of a sudden, you know? And I don't know if y'all do too. I mean, over a loved one that's passed away, you know, and it's been 8 years. And most of the time I have really good thoughts, you know, really happy thoughts. We were talking about football earlier. The hardest thing the first year that Robin died, she died coming up 8 years in June. And we would text each other during the Alabama game. We would just be texting each other. Oh, my God, did you see that hit? Saban ripped into that referee. Did you see that? You know, and then the first summer, you know, the first football season come along, and I was lost. I didn't know what to do. And my older sister tried to take that role on, and it just didn't. It's like, nah. This didn't work for whatever reason. It didn't work. And so I had found that there were certain things that would trigger my memory of Robin, my sister. There were certain things. And one of the things that triggered a memory of her is she had a very distinct cough to me. And she coughed a certain way. And it wasn't like gross or anything. It was just a cough that it was hers. And I was in a crowd one time, and I heard a cough, and I turned around to look to see who it was. And I'm like, that sounds just like Robin's. So I went into a riot one day with Julia Formica and Tyler Bank, and I said, guys, I got this thing, like there's certain things that trigger my like emotions for Robin, you know, and it was this cough, and you know, sometimes there's certain smells that make me think of my grandparents, you know, whether it's might be Papa dipped that powdered snuff, you know, and if there's something like that that makes me kind of smells like that, it makes me think about this time of year with all the stuff blooming. I think about growing up. I live right beside my papa. I called him Papa. So we wrote this song, and I've never played it out before. This is the first time. Sometimes it hits me that you're gone, and it stops me in my tracks. Smallest moments come along, and it's like you never left. Could be a laugh in a crowd that sounds like yours, the rain on the roof every time it pours, the sunset sinking down on an empty beach. Could be the sparkle of a New Year's Eve champagne, the smell of a smoke on a bonfire flame. I never know just what it's gonna be, but something always brings you back to me. I don't know when or where I'll see you. I only know I will again. Like a rainbow, like a rainbow from the clear blue. You'll show up again. It'll be the laugh of the crowd that sounds like yours. The rain on the roof every time it pours. The sunset sinking down on an empty beach. Could be the sparkle of a New Year's Eve champagne, the smell of a smoke from a bonfire flame. I never know just what it's gonna be. Something always brings you back to me and the places that we go. Little laughs from all our inside jokes. I can hear the punchline every time. I hear a laugh in a crowd that sounds like yours. The rain on the roof every time it pours. The sunset sinking down on an empty beach. Could be the sparkle of a New Year's Eve champagne, the smell of a smoke from a bonfire flame. I never know just what it's gonna be. But something always brings you back to me. Something always brings you back to me. I don't know when or where I'll see you. I only know I will again. Thank you.
I'm glad you played that, man.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir. So they're arguing over lemon water and tea over there. I don't know what they're doing. So everybody knows this is Memorial Day weekend. That's not a big reveal here. But is there any military here today? Anybody got some military men? Appreciate that. I really do. That's awesome. Yeah, my dad was military. He was in the Air Force. He worked on these the C-124s and KC-97s. He's told me about them several times. It was like the transport plane and then the little plane that would gas them up. He got to work. He worked on the engines. He was like a mechanic, and but I was blessed to, my dad stayed in the States. He worked in Alaska and over with the Air Force. Never had to go anywhere dangerous. But I had uncles that did, and one uncle, he passed from the Agent Orange. It got him. He did a couple different tours in Vietnam. So I've always kind of been in that world a little bit, and I'd sit down with this guy named David Chamberlain about 3 years ago, right after I first moved back to Nashville. And me and him had wrote a few songs, and I went over one evening, and he told me, he said, just play. So I'm just sitting there. I'm just playing, because that was his thing. You just sit and play, come up with a tune, and just sit there till the words start coming. And I spit out like this first line, first two lines. I really don't even know where they kind of came from. And then the rest of it, I'll be honest, I wrote a lot of this song, but David took it and ran with it, and he came up with a hook. But this is called Gee, I Miss You. Now there's an army uniform in the closet with a bullet hole right through the pocket. And I apologize, but I'm going to tune this up just a hair. That's my bad. Now there's an army uniform in the closet with a bullet hole right through the pocket. I wanted you to know I still got it. Gee, I miss you. We kept your room just the way you left it. Mama wouldn't let us change a thing. How many times have I heard her say, gee, I miss you more than you know. All the plans we made when you got back home. I can't believe that you're gone. Gee, I miss you. Me, our father, and our mother came to see you with all the others. I touched your name upon that wall. Soon the tears began to fall. Gee, I miss you more than you know. All the plans we made when you got back home. Still can't believe that you're gone. Gee, I miss you. I'd trade places in a minute if it was only me laying in it, draped in red, white, and blue. Gee, I miss you more than you know. All the plans we made when you got back home. Still can't believe that you're gone. Gee, I miss you. Gee, I sure miss you. Thank you very much.
You are. Not to bring it down, but about 10 months ago, I was literally on my deathbed, y'all. And the only reason that I got out of here, or I got out of there, was because of that lady sitting over there in the corner by the window.
And me.
And I got about 40% of my lungs left, so if y'all see me doing that a lot, it's... Anyway, this is... She inspired me to write this. Got a pretty nice guitar, some custom-made boots, and an old Winchester rifle that my dad used to shoot, and a 20X Stetson that hangs on a nail by the door. Two pretty good dogs just laying around, and an old Chevy pickup that I'll take to town, and a good-looking woman that I couldn't love anymore. Yeah, that's a good life, the good stuff. She's holding my hand when it gets rough, and it does, but most of the time, well, it's just us, and we're good doing our thing together. Yeah, it's my life that I finally got right. It might have took me a while, but that's alright. I took a few wrong turns to get here, but I got here. Got a few acres of ground on an old family farm, up on a hill way down under the stars. And she knows about all the hell that I used to raise. But she still loves me, who I am today. She never fails to get down on her knees, and she prays for me. Yeah, she prays for me. And that's the good life, the good stuff. She's holding my hand when it gets rough, and it does. But most of the time, well, it's just us. And we're good when we do our thing together. Yeah, this is my life that I finally got right. It might have took me a while, but it's all right. I took a few wrong turns on my way, but I made it. I might have took a few wrong turns to get here, but I got here. Thank you.
Okay, this is a song I haven't played in probably 5 years or so. It's been a minute, but I was glad you sent me that text today, Jamie. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm glad that you addressed Memorial Day. That was really cool. I don't know that this is the most well-written song. I wrote it a long time ago, but I did play it for a Memorial Day event up in Bowling Green about that long ago, and I had, yeah. Well, you know about Bowling Green. That's awesome. You went to Western? That's amazing. I lived in Bowling Green for 5 years, and this was actually after I moved to Nashville. I got invited up for that event. Daryl Worley was headlining, but it was a Memorial Day deal at the Hot Rod Stadium, and I had a veteran and his wife come up and thank me for this song. So if it's good enough to do that for one person, I need to play it some more. But anyway, my papa, he was in World War II. He was at Normandy. He didn't lose his life, thankfully. God had a plan for me and my mom, obviously, because he made it home. But he did sacrifice his hearing. There's all kinds of sacrifices made by veterans. But anyway, that's why I'm really passionate about it. And so I'm going to try my best to play this song as well as I can. Time seemed to come to a crawl that hot July day. Town folk wave those flags with pride, me with teardrops on my face, knowing nothing would ever be the same. Raise my hand to salute goodbye as that van drove away. Red, white, and blue, they're in your hands. God be with them, I pray. They say that war can change a man. Will my sister be okay? Will my sister be okay? 16 years
Yes, we share the same room. This emptiness don't feel right. Talk to your picture on the wall. Wear your t-shirt just to make it through the night. Red, white, and blue, they're in your hand. God be with them, I pray. They say that war can change a man. Will my sister be okay? Will my sister be okay? That's the abridged version, but that gives you the idea. Still playing with the key on that. Thank you.
That sounded cool.
Have y'all heard some really good songs here tonight? Have you heard some really good songs?
How about it?
I'm about to change all that. When you don't have a good song, go for shenanigans. Go for a gimmick. You got your kazoo ready there?
Yes.
So, I wrote this song with Ralston Wells, Rastafarian.
Ross Stofferson.
Ross Stofferson, that's it. We were getting ready to go on vacation several years ago, and I was, you know how you run around getting ready to go on vacation. You have to get a lot of stuff ready, and they say I'm in the real estate business, and they say work every day like you're about to go on vacation, and if you do that, you'll be okay. So I try to practice that, like you got to get stuff done, like work every day. So we're getting ready to go on vacation, and every time I would be working, getting ready, something would distract me, and then I'd start doing that. You know, I'm like, I need to do this too, and then I would like, now what was I going to do when I saw this? You know, and I said, man, instead of a to-do list, I need a to-don't list. And I went and told my wife, I said, I got this great song idea. She was like, that's not really that good. And I'm like, this is genius. This is genius. See anything about Ralston?
She don't like your ukulele playing. She don't. She sounds like she don't support you very much.
She does.
I'm just picking.
She does. Now, she's watching. She's watching. She does a lot, Jamie, and I don't appreciate you talking about my wife.
That's a
like
better
that.
answer.
Santa Claus is watching you.
We're gonna talk after this is
On
over.
the way home, you out in the parking lot.
But anyways, I went to Ralston. We wrote this idea, and usually when I play it at my songwriter, I give out kazoos because I was this song that I was playing, and I was like, a kazoo would be perfect there, and so we hand out these kazoos, and everybody plays along, and so this is a crowd participation. We don't have kazoos for everybody, but you've got the original musical instrument, which is the voice that God gave you.
The God-given voice.
The God-given voice.
And you can go.
So you guys are going to do this, okay? I'm going to play it, and you guys are going to do it, okay? Follow me. Da 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 da. Louder. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Sounds great. Here we go. Shave my face with a rusty old razor. Jump on the back of a big alligator. Pass out at the ocean with no sunscreen lotion. Drop my phone in a toilet that's broken. I'm making me a mental list of things I don't want to do again. Like put 3 months' pay on your left hand and watch it walk away with another man and go through living hell in a bed by myself. Get ready. So I'll add loving you again to the top of my to-don't list. Da, 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 Sounds great. Believe that I won an all-expense paid vacation. Answer an email from an unknown nation. Never ever eat another raw ghost pepper and then chase it with lots of shots of Jaeger. I'm making me a mental list of things I don't want to do again. Like put 3 months pay on your left hand and watch it walk away with another man and go through living hell in a bed by myself. Get ready, I'll add loving you again to the top of my to-do list. Da 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 da. Bridge. When it comes to life, when it comes to women, I'm gonna start making good decisions, and I'll add loving you again to the top of my to-do list. One more I'll add loving you again to the top of my to-do list.
For a second there, I felt like I was at smoking.
You would have to really hear that with a room of like 60 kazoos
Changes your
going.
life forever.
Yeah, it changes your life or ruins your hearing. One, I don't know what.
Can you go home and sleep at night with that sound in your head? I hope so. Love kazoos, man.
So I'm gonna keep going with a song that Greg likes here. I probably should stick my capo back on. But I wrote this song. This song's online. Y'all can go find this song. It's on Spotify and spin it. You can download it on Apple. You can listen to it on Pandora and YouTube.
Talking about shrimp and what all you can do to
Talk
it.
about shrimp.
Salt
Yeah.
and boil it and fry it. And
I'm gonna start me a podcast. I'm thinking. But Zebco ain't put one out I'd buy yet. That's a good joke. I'll write that down. I've been watching Mitch Hedberg here lately, and I didn't know he passed on, but if y'all don't know who Mitch Hedberg is, he's worth listening to some one-liners for a minute. But this song here, man, I have been the slow king tonight. I really have. But I wrote this song with my buddy Jason Price. He lives out in San Angelo, Texas, like west of San Angelo. Sir? I know a lot of Jasons. I have a lot of Jasons. I got Jason Price, Jason Grove, Jason Goolesby, Jason Smith. I'll quit naming Jasons. I'll get lost. But this song is called "Sunflowers Never Bloom." Greg, I've played it here several times, and Greg is always, man, he's a loyal fan, musician himself, singer, songwriter, and y'all, I'm gonna get him up here one day if I ever can get him to do it. But that dude can sing, y'all. Don't let him fool you. But this song is called "Sunflowers Never Bloom." She's like right there behind the window. If she saw me, I don't know. I guess she's still doing time. She's got a head in her hand, a $10 spray on tan. bottle of salt and a slice of lime. Some eyes they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune. Some dancers never step into the light. Some flowers never bloom. I guess the last time I saw her, she was walking away from the altar with anger in her eyes. I'd never see her again. All along I believed that was her plan. Yeah, that was her plan. Some eyes, they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune. Some dancers never step into the light, yeah. Some flowers never bloom. Some flowers never bloom. I stopped myself at the door. I knew that I'd been there before, at least a dozen times. I gave her one last look, close the cover on that book. Yeah, that's how I said goodbye. Some eyes, they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune, yeah. Some dancers never step into the light, yeah. Some flowers never bloom. Some flowers never bloom. She's like right there behind the window. She saw me, I don't know. I guess she's still doing time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My guitar went out of tune. I apologize. Appreciate it, man. It's been some great songs all night, truthfully. Great songs all night. Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
I wasn't planning on playing this, but Jamie asked me if I would play it before he sang that one. And I don't know what the deal is, y'all. Any Burt Reynolds fans in here?
Yeah.
So I thought I was Burt Reynolds for about 30 years of my life. And
Well, you look a lot like him.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's dead.
You didn't have to laugh so hard. I had him fooled for a minute. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to both of you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
The crazy thing about this song is it's been downloaded 50,000 times in Japan. That's true. It's only like a handful of times over here, and I don't get it. I don't know.
They only pay like a half of a penny in Japan, too. It's like, no,
If y'all
I'm just
go,
kidding.
if y'all go, y'all go on my Facebook. And look for a guy named Shinjo. I can't even say his last name, but he's the Japanese Burt Reynolds, and he's the reason this song bought me a tank of gas up here tonight. If I had a black Trans Am, I'd drive across Atlanta, head west as hard as I could go, and wind up in Texarkana. I'd drink a beer with Jerry, then go find Sally Field. We'd outrun the wheels of justice. He'll pray we don't get killed. A tractor trailer full of beer, smoke blowing out the stack. Don't worry about that sheriff's son, we'll keep him off your back. Oh, I'd love to be Burt Reynolds, if only for a day. I'd hang out with Dolly Parton at the chicken ranch all day, and I'd drive all the ladies crazy with nothing but a smile if I could only be Burt Reynolds for just a little while. I was born to race like Stroker Ace, yeah, I stole that from Charlie. Might grow out my mustache and take a ride on my old Harley. If I was him, I know I'd be the coolest guy around. Hey, Snowman, it's the bandit. One last time, let's head on down. Yeah, I'd love to be Burt Reynolds, if only for a day. Hang out with Dolly Parton at the chicken ranch all day, where I drive all the ladies crazy with nothing but a smile if I could only be Burt Reynolds just a little while. Woo. Yeah, I'd love to be Burt Reynolds, if only for a day. I'd hang out with Dolly Parton, look at her, never knew all day. I'd drive all the ladies crazy with nothing but a smile if I could only be Burt Reynolds just a little while. Yeah.
Come on, Smokey, you got
Thank
your
you.
ears on.
When I get home, I'ma punch your mama in the mouth.
Yeah.
Ain't no way something like you came from these lawns.
Yeah.
That's got some of the best lines ever in it, man.
When I get home, I'm
You
gonna
remember in
slap
part
the old
two?
mama right
I think
in
it's
the
the
mouth.
second one where Mel Tillis is in it, and they're chasing each other underneath the roller coaster, and they hit all the supports of the
I
roller
vaguely
coaster, and after
remember.
they leave, the roller coaster collapses to the ground, and Mel Tillis goes, "Somebody's got to pay for that."
Somebody's got to pay for that.
Me and my daddy have watched Smokey and the Bandit way too
it's
many
great,
times.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Never gets old.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. We're gonna have to find a Trans Am to transport some baby formula in a semi to go along with it, apparently, amongst other things recently. So this next song has Alabama in it. Alabama. I went to it was CVS on 21st down in Nashville, and I was headed to play a show that day, and for some reason I hadn't worn lipstick in a long time, and I was like, I want to stop and buy some lipstick today. And it was just a random hair I had, and I was like, the first thing that pops out to me, I'm gonna pick up and buy it. And I found this really cool red shade, reddish, and I'm from Kentucky, but blue is not cute on your lips. It's just not, just doesn't look that great. And it said Alabama red, and I said, well, all right, okay, I can get down with that. And then a couple months later, literally as simple as this, I was going down Hillsborough Pike and had to get home and write this song. Came out pretty quick. That Alabama red was $8.99. I wore it to catch shore at a night. I'm not much of a makeup girl, but you're changing up my whole world. That look of yours is nervous, but your lips look so soft. It's time for you to lean on in and take my lipstick off, and take my lipstick off. Want me and you know it, so it's time for you to show it.
take this shade off later, or you can do me the favor right now. That look of yours is nervous, but your lips look so soft. It's time for you to lean on in and take my lipstick off. Take my lipstick off. That look of yours is nervous, but your lips look so soft. It's time for you to lean on in and take my lipstick off. And take my lipstick off. That Alabama red was $8.99. I wore it to catch shore at night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got that same shade at home.
Do you?
Yeah.
We should get together one night and
Yeah.
both wear it. It's funny because I play down on Broadway, and there's a
bro.
guy that I know that came up on stage after me, and I forgot and left my mic because we're supposed to bring our own down there, and then we unplug it. Somebody else comes, they plug theirs in, sing, whatever. And so I forgot it, and the guy wasn't thinking. He's like, oh, it's just the house mic. And then he said, I figured out it was yours when I went to the restroom when I took a break and I had red lips. I was like, my bad. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. I
For
appreciate y'all coming.
getting us together with Grinder House. They are so awesome. All of y'all listening. Oh my goodness. Fun playing on stage with you folks. Just saying. Had to say that.
You guys are great. You know, we, a lot of the places that we play in Nashville, sometimes we don't have the best listening crowd.
No.
And people there to socialize, or they're tourists and they're just there to drink. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Never.
we really enjoy coming over here. Jamie kept telling me how much I was going to love this place, and I came over here in February and played and just loved it. I can guarantee you the people of Wilson County, where I live, they know about Grinder House because I tell them, you know, and about you need to go to Crossville. You need to go to Crossville. Take a Saturday and go to Crossville. Go hear and act. And it's really special for y'all to have this over here. You know. Yeah, thank you, Asa. See, the last time that we had played, I think it was the weekend before, Stephen Wilson had played over here. And if y'all don't know him, just has some great stuff, man, in Nashville. Yeah. And his wife, Lee Nash, is going to play here in June, Asa was telling me. And she's the singer for Sixpence None the Richer. And she had Kiss Me, wasn't it?
Yes.
Kiss
She's
me
incredible.
under the ba-la-da-dum. If you went to college in the 90s, you know that song. Da-da-da-da. Go look at
college.
Sixpence None the Richer, yeah. It was on a bunch of romantic comedies, stuff like that. That's been great, and I know this is the last song for me. I got to take my kids, I was telling you about earlier, I got to take them on their first time to see, the first time they ever got to see the ocean. And it was just amazing to see the wonder in their eye when they saw that ocean for the first time, you know. And so I'm kind of nostalgic about the beach that way. And I think about it a lot because it was a special time for us as a family. So, but I was sitting there one night kind of thinking about the beach, and I got to craving shrimp. And a little red basket with them golden brown French fries and creamy coleslaw. And down there in Docks or the shrimp box, either one of them down in Gulf Shores and all that. So I was sitting there one night, and I was kind of in a beach state of mind, thinking, man, I'd really like to be there right now. And somebody on the TV, like a waitress, asked, like the character on the show said, "What can I get for you?" And before the actor had a chance to respond, I went, "Man, a beach would be nice." And was like, ooh, and put that on my phone. I'm going to put it on my phone. That's what songwriters do. We put our ideas on phones and sing into the audio recording, singing to them. So I wrote this song called A Beat Should Be Nice. It's also crowd participation. So I'm going to need y'all's help. Snooze 3 times, cause you know in my mind I don't really wanna go to work. Got a hard-nosed boss at a dead-end job, pays half what I deserve. Got a flat cause I just hit the curb. Oh no, my day just went from bad to worse. When this cop pulls up and he says, hey son, can I get you something? Is everything alright? Said a beat should be nice. Just give me some sand, and I'll kick back in a pair of old school Nikes, getting rid of this farmer's tan. Maybe have me some tunes, my girl by my side, and a long white Yeti and a dozen Dos Equis floating around in a sea of ice. Hey man, you ain't gotta ask me twice. A beat should be nice. Say it with me. Nice. Yeah. Later on in the day, and I'm on my way, gonna punch that clock at 5. When the boss man asked, can you stay an hour past? We're running way far behind. I said I really need to go. Oh no, and he felt the need to let me know that I lack ambition, and he's just wishing I'd figure out what I want out of life. Said a beat should be nice. Just give me some sand, and I'll kick back in a pair of old school Nikes, getting rid of this farmer's tan. Maybe have me some tunes, my girl by my side, and a long white Yeti and a dozen Dos Equis floating around in a sea of ice. Hey man, you ain't gotta ask me twice. A beat should be nice. Nice, baby, oh stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. It flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop, yo? I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle dance. You rush the speakers that boom and killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit the bullseye, the kid don't play. If there is a problem, a beach will solve it. Check out my hook while my DJ revolves it. Yeah! Nice. One more time. Nice, baby.
Jason Grove that whole time's up here, and we're saying we can't whistle. We can't do it.
Thank you,
Man.
Paul, the sound guy, too. This is amazing. This sound is awesome. I'd say over the half the places I play, I can't hear myself, can't hear my guitar, nothing. This has been
Yeah,
great.
the sound here is awesome. I talked with Paul. Paul's going to bring a little strip down at some point. We're talking about getting his band to come play, too, so y'all get to hear some of Paul's music, too, and because they do the blues and the horns and all that stuff, so... And but man, we really appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Y'all been a great crowd. Y'all give yourselves a hand, you know. And I don't know how many of y'all be going to church in the morning, but I know I probably will. I normally always try to if I ain't playing somewhere. And I've ended here with Amazing Grace a couple of times, I think, and some different stuff. But tonight I'm gonna do a song that I didn't write it. It's just if I can get this to work right here. But this is one of my favorite songs I do on Sunday mornings sometimes, if my guitar's tuned. And then I want to see if Mr. Jason over here will take us all home with a good prayer before we get out of here so we have some safe travels tonight and whatnot. But I have had a great time at the Grinder House tonight. I appreciate Angela and Asa and all the staff because, man, they work hard for y'all. I don't know everybody's name because I'm terrible with names, but the kitchen staff, I had this Thai chicken bowl. They broke the flatbed away from it for me because I don't eat bread. They just gave me the Thai chicken bowl, and it was awesome. I tell you, y'all should try it. But this is one of my songs I like to sing on Sunday morning. I hope y'all like this. Seems like all I could see was a struggle, haunted by ghosts that lived in my past, bound up in shackles of all of my failures, wondering how long is this gonna last? Then you look at this prisoner and say to me, son, stop fighting a fight that's already been won. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains, wipe away every stain. I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. And all my life I have been called unworthy, named by the voice of my shame and regret. But when I hear you whisper, child, lift up your head, I remember, oh God, you're not done with me yet. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains, wipe away every stain. I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. I am redeemed. I am redeemed. Thank you very much. Little Big Daddy Weave for you there. But I hope y'all had a great night. I hope y'all will come back next month. And even, you know, like next week, they have a show here every Saturday night, but I got the last Saturday of the month, and I hope y'all come back to see me. So, Jason, if you'll take us home, my brother, I appreciate it.
Sure, Lord, we come before you tonight. We just thank you for this beautiful venue that we played in tonight. We thank you for all the people that waited on us, that have a servant's heart and served us this delicious food. And Lord, we thank you for this beautiful country that we live in. We know we're not perfect. We have problems, but it's still the greatest country in the world. Lord, we pray specifically for the people of Uvalde, Texas, the parents that are grieving tonight. Heal this nation, Lord. Politicians look for answers, and we know the one answer. It's you. We pray for the people of Ukraine. We pray that you intervene in that stuff over there in only a way that you can. Bring peace. We pray that you help us go home safely tonight. and bring us back again in the future. We thank you for the gift of your Son on the cross. In Jesus' name, amen.
And we thank you for lemon berry mascarpone cake. Amen.
That was awesome.
I did not have to pee for over 2 hours.
I
This
didn't
is
either.
amazing.
I just noticed.
I think it was because whatever nerve I was compressing right there, sitting all that time, was a nerve that runs in my body.